organize your speech, speech number 2. It's a 5 to 7 minute speech, The Change Agent, Julie Union, The Change Agent.
Thank you. Greetings, fellow Toastmasters. Have you ever read a book that you're really excited about and you think about it for days? Well, that's what's happened to me recently, and I'm really excited to share this with you. My husband came home from the sales conference in Dallas about, a couple weeks ago, and he said, Julie, the speaker was amazing, and I brought back 3 books because I can't wait for people to learn more about him. I'm like, share it with me, share it with me. And the book is called The Change Agent by Damon West. So sure enough, I got it, and just like he said, it was a page turner. So I'm excited to share a little bit about this book, and maybe you'll want to read it too. But more importantly, I'm excited for you to just hear the message of the book. So Damon West grew up in Port Arthur in Texas. He grew up in a very normal family. His mom was a teacher. His dad was a popular sports writer. He was an athlete. He ended up becoming quarterback at a D1 college. Everything was going really well for him. Life was good. But very sadly, he started using drugs. Drugs to enhance his playing performance and drugs to fall asleep at night. And lo and behold, often a very sad story, once you get an addiction, it grows and gets worse. He ended up dropping out of college. He ended up actually stealing to get money for drugs. And it began to grow and grow, where he actually started working with cartels. He became known as the uptown robber. He would go and rob a lot of people. He was like one of the local area's FBI's #1 person to catch. They finally caught him, and they stormed in. He went to trial, and the jury, they gave him the maximum. They were so upset at him. Here was this kid who had everything. He lost it. Let's make an example. He was given a life sentence in Texas. So his mom, parents, obviously heartbroken, said, Damon, when you eventually get out, hopefully on parole, come back, your old self, no tattoos, and don't join a gang. So he went to prison, and while he was there, he's pretty younger guy in his late 20s. He met this veteran convict who was there, and he shared his story and what his mom said, and the veteran said, this is what you have to do. The gangs are going to come for you. You're with the hardened of the heart. It's ghoulish in here. So you have to fight. First it'll be the neo-Nazi gangs. They want you to join their gang. Then it'll be the black gangs, then it'll be the Hispanic gangs. You don't have to win, but you have to fight. You have to show that you're strong. The other thing you have to do is this. Being in jail, being in this environment is like being in boiling water. So do not become a carrot, an egg, or become a coffee bean. So first, a carrot. When carrot enters boiling water, what happens? It gets soft, it gets mushy, it dissolves, it's weak. What happens when an egg hits boiling water? An egg starts off as hard and soft inside, but it hardens. Often what we see, especially in criminals, they go to prison, they come out very hardened. So Damon, what you want to do is become a coffee bean. A coffee bean, when it enters hot water, it enters, and what happens? Dissolves into the water. The coffee, you actually have coffee. It transforms the environment. So Damon said, okay, I'll try my best. And sure enough, that's what he did. When he was in prison, he fought. I'm not a swearing person, but fought like hell. He ended up being kind. He ended up reaching out to the different gangs. He gained respect while he was there. He ended up helping other people. When it came time for his parole, he actually got letters from the captains of the jail, never been done before, that he should have an early release. It's almost unheard of having a life But now, this book was written only 2 years ago. Now Damon travels around, talks to high schools, to colleges, to all kinds of events with the message, do not get involved in drugs. It is not worth it. Look at everything I had and I lost it all. Another thing is be a coffee bean. We all live in boiling water at different times in our life, especially now with the election coming up. There's a lot of boiling water in our culture, but it could be your health, it could be your family situation, it could be a work situation. So really think about how are you going to handle yourself when you're in those situations. Are you going to be a carrot? Are you going to be an egg? Or are you going to be a coffee bean? And third, one thing I love about this book is it just goes to show you can always have hope and people can change. And so I think everybody, not everybody, a lot of people in his community wrote him off. They're so mad at him. What a waste. And look what he did. He transformed himself and he transformed his environment. So I leave you today, fellow Toastmasters, with just think about this book. Think about your life. We all have a choice in how we live it.